Welcome to the Big Talk. My name is Sia Buido Ebaf. So today I'll be talking reggae in Ghana. I'll also delve into the album Beast of Zion. And who best to invite than the legend himself, Rocky Dawuni. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So first of all, congratulations on your 7th studio album.
Thank you very much.
I've listened to it.
Oh, you have? Okay,
yes, I have.
Good.
And I like it.
Thank you very much.
But before we delve into the album, like you started reggae in the 1990s, until now you are still active. What has been the progression in Ghana? Like, how has reggae progressed through the years?
Well, I think that from the beginning, reggae was, we had like icons like Felix Bell. When I was growing up, these were the people who were playing Ghanaian reggae. And then there was a whole post Felix Bell. There was a whole new wave of Europe-based Ghanaian reggae musicians. From Chikale to Rutsanabo, who went to Europe. Like fused their reggae style, came back into Ghana, and they inspired some of us. At that time too, reggae was also bubbling in Nigeria with artists like Majek Fashek and Mandates, and that also blew here. Alpha Blondie was an icon already and inspiring West African reggae music, and then Lucky Dube. So all of that was coming in here. So Ghanaian reggae. With the African reggae movement, we also, the music started getting strong here. And then, when I had opportunity of, after my sixth form, I came to Legon. I had opportunity of, started to visit Rutsanabo studios here. So I got mentored, in terms of, not really songwriting, but in terms of really the ethos of what it took to be a reggae artist, And I built my confidence as a musician and also as a songwriter, and then I started writing. But from the onset, I believed that the songs and the music were critical to really create, being able to push boundaries. So you could play every genre, but if you don't really finish the songwriting skills, it's going to be hard for you to push ahead. So I traveled to the United States, and while the scene was still bubbling here, went and got myself educated in songwriting and all that, and I came back and started really recording and releasing and moving in between, out, and I think that since then too, it has it really set the whole kind of, should I say, platform for the evolution of the sound here, because all of a sudden the scene, the artists recognize that it is possible to really create a brand of Ghanaian reggae music and at the same time to be able to impact, globally. So that mindset, I think, also helped the music now to grow in strength, and with the, rise of dancehall around the globe too. There was also dancehall also permeated in Ghana and also mixed with the roots reggae, and now we have a pretty vibrant reggae dancehall scene right now.
I wouldn't say it's vibrant. I can see some few years back it was really, really vibrant, but it seems most of the reggae dancehall artists are swaying into other genres.
No, but the thing is, Ghanaian music, you see, so in the long run, we can't be genre specific. If you look at my music, like from Book of Changes and all that kind of stuff, it evolved, and I put elements of high life, Afrobeat and all that, because that's who we are. So if we are playing reggae, our type of reggae is not going to be like the Jamaican, style. We are going to take elements of it, integrate it into who we are, and then really create something fresh and new. And I think that's what has happened, and that's what you're seeing also in the dancehall scene, because first of all, they're inspired by Jamaica, so you take the Jamaican scene, but you have to create your own identity and stamp your own style onto it to make it, relevant.
Okay, but it seems mainstream media is not really supporting reggae, because you can hear you, Samini, Stoneboy, but with the amount of reggae artists in Ghana, like the Osage Force and the young ones coming up, it seems only a few people are privileged to get their songs on mainstream radio in Ghana if you are doing reggae.
The thing is that I think the industry here has always been individual based. So regardless of what the genre is, obviously High Life is the music from independence, and High Life has had institutional support because it's recognized as brand. Ghana's music is High Life music, you know. So if you're playing High Life, that means you're more likely to have, because there's so many shows that program High Life. You know, so but if you're playing reggae music or any other music, then your artist in your own capacity has to be strong enough to be able to cut through and figure out, you know, ways of really being able to navigate their institutions and also ultimately being, you know, having your music heard, you know. So I think that has led to the lack of, should I say, a bigger push or institutional support, because we only have, you know, a few slots, you know, even in radio, and then most of the time to those slots too, you find out that they are filled by a lot of music from Jamaica. So by the time they play the Ghanaian artists, you know, obviously you're not playing on the High Life artist because you're a reggae artist, you know, from Ghana. But then on the other slots too, for you to be able to compete with the other foreign music too that are being played, you know, you just have to have, you know, strong-willed and work extremely hard in order for you to break through. So I think that it's a systematic issue that constantly we are just fighting to make it happen. But, you know, there has been a lot of success stories that have come out of it, and I think that's what you need. The success stories are what inspires a whole movement. Yeah.
And one success story is yourself. Your 6th studio album, Branches of the Same Tree,
Yes.
was nominated for the Grammys. And it brought a lot of hope to artists who felt maybe reggae would not like people will not like reggae will not take us far.
Yeah.
Like, so do you think reggae could be like the main focal point if Ghanaians want to reach the international market? Since
I think it's just Ghanaian music, you know, that Ghanaians should support, because the talent that is going to come and break, you know, all the rules is usually not married to one style, just like I am. Just like, you know, when you listen to Samini, same thing. Stone Boy, same thing. You know, you listen to Shatawale, you know, it's supposed to be dancehall, but you find really traditional high lifestyle. You listen to Sarkodie, you know what I mean? So, but we need a lot of support when a reggae flavored Ghanaian artist is playing, for them not to be relegated and not supported as much. We need to jump behind and support anything Ghanaian. That's the only way we can, because what is going to really come out and be the best, it's very hard for us to know what is going to be the best unless we support everything that shows potential within our environment, and in doing so too, the good ones will pop up in so many different ways, and we don't have to pick and choose because one belongs to a certain genre. Then there's people fold themselves from supporting that artist. We need to elevate all.
Okay, so basically you're saying Ghanaians don't support enough?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we need to support every artist.
Okay.
You know, because the good ones, you never know which ones, what style they're gonna take to break through. So we have to support everybody so that whoever is, and I'm saying talent-based because you find certain artists that will come and then change the game. And you never know what style they're gonna come to change the game. So when you support all of them, if Reggie had not gotten the support that he had, hip life would never have become like what's called a style in Ghana that really changed the game. You know, but when he came, there was an embrace of that because it was also very similar to the high life music and all that kind of stuff, and it helped really propel that genre. So that's what I'm talking about, you know, in terms of just any kind of thing that's fresh and new and it's Ghanaian, we should just give it that support.